Bonjour, Elie. So nice to see you.
Very nice to see you too, Jale.
It's
Welcome to
been a
Paris.
long time. Virtually, right? See each other virtually. Tell me about tell me about yourself, basically. Tell me about your latest collection first,
Mhm.
and please tell me how. I mean, what inspired you to do this collection?
The very latest one was all about um, preciousness that I was not really working around about before. And so I continue my main signature, maybe, was the sphere and the moving sphere. But inside, I started to introduce things that you had seen a little bit, but now I really develop it. It's to have like real preciousness, but very hidden. So it's all about the idea of real luxury that you can really not see. And you can also choose to show it or not to show it. And it's about like preciousness, about freedom in the choice, and about history also in a way. Because inside, so I have my sphere, they're moving for necklaces, for rings, for bracelet, earrings, whatever. And inside you have always a very classic pattern of the daisy,
Mm-hmm.
like the daisy ring, which used to be like the engagement rings. And you have like a precious sapphire surrounded by diamonds or just diamonds or emerald and diamonds. And you can always hide it. So it's very playful. You can play hide and seek with that.
Mm-hmm.
And um, about versatility and about secret and preciousness.
Secret.
More like
Secret.
that. And the daisy shape, I wanted it because it was coming from all the story of engagement ring, and I wanted a link with the past because I like to travel through the different centuries and times. So I wanted to give a feeling that when it's closed, it looks very modern, very bold. When you open it, it looks a bit historical on purpose. So like that, you feel like having a vintage piece inside something very modern. It was like the mix of these different stories.
Very interesting. Do you have a favorite piece in this collection? And if yes, why?
In this collection, I thought it's always difficult to choose,
Mhm.
but maybe the one I like the most is this time. For the first time, the earrings I did. They are like drops earrings, but they're super playful. You can wear them in 4 different ways. So you have like just the studs,
Mhm.
for instance, with diamonds inside. So you can wear the studs closed and you can wear them open. So when it's closed, it looks like a little gold sphere. When it's open, it looks like vintage diamond earrings.
Mhm.
But you can also add in the back here, you have a long drop with the moving sphere also. Inside, you have sapphire and diamonds. So you can even wear just one stud on one side, one stud and a drop on the other side. You can decide to open all of them, to close them, to open just the drop and not the top. And so it's very, very playful.
Okay.
And it's also because for once, maybe we're pretty happy about the earrings because to me it's a very difficult exercise.
Why? Why?
A system that I always try to use with this mechanism, I always have kind of problem with the weight, and I like, as you know, I like big pieces, I like statement pieces. So when I want to do like statement earrings, to me, I always in front of a lot of difficulties, especially for the comfort and to associate the right design with the right weight. And this time I think I'm maybe I succeed to do it.
I'm
So that
sure you did. I cannot wait to see it. Can you show it to us at some point? I
I,
really love to see it, and well, and the
yeah,
pictures we'll have. But I'm sure it's going to be amazing and very stylish. So, do you find your source of inspiration has and motivation and creativity has changed during this period? I
Mm,
mean, this period was tough on everyone, obviously,
no,
but I know that as an artist, you actually imagine and create create something that shape our world in the future, all artists collectively together. So has the source of inspiration changed, or is constant as it was before?
it's not really about the source, but it's more, as you said, about the my state of mind
Mm-hmm.
was a bit changed. So to be totally transparent and to be totally honest, during the lockdown in Paris, I was at home
Mm-hmm.
and I pretty liked it
Oh,
because so maybe I shouldn't say that, but so I'm lucky enough to have a nice apartment, but also because I could sketch so much and I was in such a very quiet moment
mm-hmm.
that I found again a state of mind I didn't have since a long time. So suddenly I really drive into not myself, but at least I could sketch all day long and I could concentrate so well. It was very nice for me,
That's
you know.
fantastic.
And then, of course, I was just thinking about jewelry, lockdown, and the future. You know, it was all about that and what women are gonna need, or what maybe what they're just gonna want to have. Because do you really want to buy jewelry suddenly? You know, it was all those
Yeah.
questions. And so I took a little, how do you say in English?
A twist, or you kind of change direction?
Not totally, but I went deeper into those meaningful piece of jewelry. I mean, about I already started to work with arts, with charms, and I thought I really need to do more emotional pieces, more maybe smaller, but also pieces that you will cherish more. You know, it's all this kind of meaningful. When I mean meaning, it's it's not you need not a message, but you need a sense of it. You need something that it means something. So I went to the clover, to all those Lucky Charm stories, which are very traditional. But I found it was maybe the time for me to work about that because
Mhm.
it brings luck, it's given by love. You know, it's all this, it gives you like also the feeling of protection, maybe of power. It's all this kind of thing you maybe women just need to have close to their heart and on their skin, and this kind of feeling I want to give. So this is what I'm gonna show soon, like little by little. Like I have new things coming from all those weeks I were alone working on.
That's great. That's great. That's great.
Right. I thought it was interesting, and also to work more and more, as you know, because you saw few pieces. I think I've shown you that I do with all the upcycling stories,
Mhm. Yes.
all, because it's also all the question of the the market, the new things, the way the economy works. Now it's more and more interesting to use pieces from the past and to
Sure. Yes. Recycling is, I mean,
so
very big now.
and it allows you to make like a very luxury pieces because it's always unique when it's upcycling.
Mhm.
It's always very personal in general because women came with the jewels from their grandmother, grandmother, or pieces that they never worn, but they were gifts like since 20, 30 years, I don't know, things they want to change, but it already belonged to them.
Mhm.
So it's a continuation. It's very interesting, this thing, and you do it really, especially for her character, for her personality. So it makes pieces really much more unique, and this is really important now. I believe.
That's fantastic. What you said, it was actually what I was trying to emphasize on. I think all designers, all artists during this lockdown, they went inside and they worked much harder than before. I've talked to many, and I know that we are going to have an explosion of beautiful um, jewelries, arts, pictures, paintings, movies, because we had time to go inside, and we have to think, and we had time to imagine more and create more. So I cannot wait to see. It's a kind of renaissance for me that is going to happen after this. It's going to be very interesting to watch how everybody is evolving. And because I'm dealing with many different jewelry designers and also fashion designers, I see the direction everybody is taking is very unique and very different. And I cannot wait to see the result next year. And I think it's going to change. It's going to be a huge change, and for better.
Yeah,
Recycle is going to be, when consumption and fast fashion versus what you represent, which is true luxury, true unique pieces, and true made to measure couture pieces. So that will take precedent, I'm sure, in the next years and the years to come. So I'm really excited to see this, because I thought fashion became a kind of, I don't know, continuous, and everybody was doing the same thing, and many people were trying to get ahead of the other, but not in a unique way. But this lockdown changed a lot, and I think for the art it was a positive.
Even in the way we will show them, I think it's gonna be different. Maybe we don't need to do like one big story in one time, but just to spread things during weeks and just to show things that we feel like showing. It's not this kind of big system of fast fashion. Already, I believe that jewelry were a bit a part of this rhythm, but it was becoming a little bit like that we need new things, we need new stuff, and always this newness, craziness. And I try more to establish something for the future with a style, with things that you can keep and you will transmit and you will give. It's more, all jewelry traditionally used to be about that. So
yes. Yes, that's for sure.
Because that's where the emotion, I believe, is coming from too. When you wear your family pieces, it's always something. When your grandmother, your uncle, I don't know who, that you cherish, that you love, gives you something, and you keep it, and you know it's from that person, it's super important. And then you will give it to your daughter or to your son, and you will wear it. And it's like very much about heritage also. Mm-hmm. So it has to evolve with this idea of continuation through decennies, even through centuries sometimes with all families. I have always that in mind too. So that's the reason we have to find a balance between this idea of style, between the idea of fashion that I like, but not to be too fashionable, to be sure maybe that the pieces will continue to live through the next decennies.
Yeah, that was a difference between jewelry and clothing from beginning, that jewelry would outlast the clothing style, and it will continue. We still wear the jewelries from the Marie Antoinette time today, and it would be stylish and nice if we had it, right? But we wouldn't wear that clothes because it's not relevant anymore. But the jewelry is the same. The reason we did this designer series Q&A with the designer is that I have this idea, and we are going to explore that with you and with other designers, that we are going to send these videos are going to be shown to our client, and they know that now through this channel they can actually reach out to you one-on-one and they can ask you, they can show you their piece, you can discuss it with them, and they can create a piece, you can design a piece around their pieces. This would be, I think, the ideal platform to do so, because not everybody can travel from Toronto to Paris to do a piece by Elie Top, a heirloom piece that she has from her grandmother, and by Elie Top to be reinvented and bring to life again. But through this channel, we'll do that. So we will have hopefully people that would want to have this service.
I have some US clients, and I do like this now. So it works.
Yes, it does.
Please have a look later on the Instagram, because there is a very beautiful exhibition at the Musée des Arts Décoratifs, which is starting today.
Oh, wow.
And it's called Luxe. It's all about the history of luxury during like centuries, since the idea of luxury, since the antiquity until now. And they have chosen one necklace I did, and it's exhibited there. So I'm super happy. And
wow.
It's exhibited as an example of what's luxury today. And it's it's a huge shell, like a pendant. And the center is a diamond brooch. And the diamond brooch is exactly as it was. It's from Boucheron, from the 50s, from the mother of the client. I didn't touch it, but I did this exercise, and it's really like a bit brainy, like I don't want to touch the piece. I want to create something around it, from it. And it created the shape of the shell. And then I added like gold and silver and big Tahitian pearls, and it created that big necklace. And they put it in the museum really as an example of what's the luxury today, to do like something out of something you had, and you have something new for now.
And thank you so much for giving this time to us. We will have hopefully many more of these sessions together. And have a fantastic day, or night actually, tonight. And cannot wait to see your new pieces. I cannot wait.
Thank you, Jale. I can't wait to talk to you again. Very soon also, I would love to. I'm totally enthusiastic about what you thought about doing this kind of a change. I think it's super interesting. And I can't wait to show you all my new pieces. And then maybe next year I will come back to see you.
That is for sure. You will be one of my first, I'm working on the new private studio, and it was delayed because of the COVID a little bit. But I'm hoping that we can open it sometimes early next year, January or February, and you will be one of my first guests there. That would be just private for private viewing, but you will be one of my first guests. I hope you accept that invitation. Have a great day, Elie. Bonsoir, and have a great glass of champagne on my behalf.
Okay, I will.
Good night.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye-bye. Good night.